What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So BTB moms take to social media, man, and she just wanted to let people know that she holds Vlad TV partially responsible for the death of her son. Now, let's just keep it real. Vlad TV, for a long time now, has been getting a whole lot of people speaking out about the people that was actually on his show. So many people that was on his show that sat on his couch was either murdered and killed and indicted. And some people blame some of those indictments and murders on his interviews. On his interviews. Like, I'm just keeping it 100, man. Like, let's take Surf for instance. Surf did an interview with Vlad TV in 2019. Then Surf got indicted later that same year in 2019. That's when his indictment started. That ain't when they came and arrested him as though it was going. His indictment started in 2019. The very same year he did the Vlad interview shortly after that. Now, and what's crazy, when you look at the headlines on how he titled that interview with Surf on it, I kid you not, those are the same charges he was indicted on. Like, for instance, one of his titles he got on his video with Surf, because you know he do a whole video, then he break it up in parts. It says basically like Tsunami Surf, New Jersey, Norfolk, Grape Street Crip. Explain. I'm talking about he just put the whole thing out there of what RICO laws is actually based upon. So in that interview alone, with that title up under it, and then he asking him all these questions about it and, you know, all the crimes he did while in it and where they located and all these things. And I'm talking about, I'm like, man, that's crazy. And then even in the video, Sir say this to him, like, you know, you get a lot of people indicted on your show, man. I ain't trying to be, you know, the next one, basically. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Well, BTB Mama, man, took to social media and she wanted this to be said about Vlad. So let's listen to what she says.
Vlad TV started with that bullshit. Well, hey, bro, what about Omar Richardson? What about Omar? The road literally said, rest in peace to that man's family, fam. I don't want to get into that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be on that. But Vlad TV edited that fucking video and put in what he wanted to put in. You slimy son of a bitch.
Okay, so that's just part of it. So this is what she said. She said that Vlad TV, she don't, you know, she don't know what's going on. She called him Vlad because she called it basically how it's spelled out. She don't know it's Vlad, but she say Vlad, Vlad TV was basically asking the question about Omar to her son. And he was like, man, I don't want to talk about that, man. Rest in peace to that dude, family, such and such. Then according to her, allegedly, whatever the interview dropped and how he chopped it up and pieced it up, he put out what he wanted and kept back the rest that probably would show some type of remorse or sympathetic that BTB probably had on behalf of what happened to some degree, rather than him putting it out as if the man just don't give a F, to the point that it made the people from the other side and opposition feel some type of way to want to retaliate as a result of after seeing that interview. And she's saying that he did a dirty game because she saw the original interview and she know what he took out. She know what he kept. Hold on, she gonna say some more. Watch this.
I don't want to get into that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be on that. But Vlad TV slimy son of a bitch. Because I got the original in his phone, baby. You fraud, bro. You fraud. Vlad TV is fraud. And I'm telling all you African-American rappers, leave that nigga alone. Because they all tied in together. And they setting these rappers up to be robbed and killed. Then they take their goods. You understand what I'm saying? But we ain't tripping about that money they stole. We don't trip about money that was in the ashtray.
So according to her, she said to the rappers, don't trust Vlad. He in together with these people, allegedly setting brothers up to get killed and robbed and indicted. I know she don't understand what's going on. She don't really know the history of what's taking place. And I'm pretty sure when her son died, people were reaching out to her like, man, he did that Vlad TV interview. And after that Vlad TV interview, man, they killed your son. And they probably put up on game of the history of Vlad TV with so many guys that then got murdered or indicted. You know what I'm saying? And I just wonder, do psychologically that mess with that man's mind? To know that so many people he did interviews with is dead or indicted. And for him to think that, that has nothing to, like, he can't possibly believe that he might not be responsible just a little bit. Even though people may say things like this, well, they were going to do the interview somewhere. Okay, it still don't justify you doing it. It's just like how we used to say when we used to be selling crack outside and things like that. We used to say things like, oh, when you're selling it to your family member or somebody like that, like, well, they're going to get it from somebody anyway. So I'd rather them get it from me in case they get it from somebody else, mess over their money, run off with them, they kill them. At least I ain't gonna kill them because we family, but I'd rather them get it from me than get it from somebody else. That's no different. That's what he probably saying to himself to justify him continuing to do what he doing. And what's crazy, man, she thought he was black. She think he black. He ain't black. That man ain't black. He considered to be white. That man ain't black at all. So he got all these brothers up in here just incriminating themselves. He even did interviews where the hip-hop police was his guest. So you know what that means. Same thing when it comes to this battle rap community. We already know the feds is here. They already said they is. They say New Jersey twerk indictment is a superseding indictment. It's continuing. It's continuing on. It's more indictments that been built up on that. And that's why I'm telling people, if anybody been talking to him, man, so I'm just keeping it real. Y'all phone numbers is on that indictment list. Y'all rigged up and wired already. That's just a fact. So if you ain't flying straight, you're going to be in a world of trouble. You're going to be in a world of trouble. It just amazes me. But here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, still got to keep it real. Even though it's foul, what Vlad be doing, manipulating and taking advantage of brothers who ignorant, because a lot of them dudes be ignorant. And when they get that call from Vlad, they believe they arrived. Like, ooh, Vlad just hit me, man. That's like the biggest media source in hip-hop. Now I can go on Vlad, I could jack, do whatever. People watching, I made it to Vlad. And you don't know you're setting yourself up. You're exposing yourself. You're bringing a lot of heat to yourself. Now you got all eyes on you. And if not the right eyes you would want on you. You got the stick-up man eyes on you. You got the FBI eyes on you. Those things like that. And it ain't even, I'm trying to tell you, brothers, man, y'all better wise up, man. Stop thinking like adolescents. Think like grown men. If you're going to be in this game getting money, you need to educate yourself on life. You need to make sure you got a security blanket. You need to dot your I's and cross your T's and learn to listen to good wisdom and advice. Most of them young guys, they hard-headed. They don't like listening. They young, they radical, can't nobody tell them nothing. They get that little money, and then they get even worse. They get even worse. And then they build a world around them of straight chaos and ignorant and foolish guys, literally assisting and contributing to them actually destroying themselves. Don't be like that, man. Don't be like that. Brothers really need to get it together. They really need to open their eyes. They really need to pay attention to what's going on. Because this stuff is coming down to a close. And it ain't no game at all. It's real out here. And they got you brothers where y'all ain't nothing but growing up to be young serial killers. That's it. Y'all killing without remorse. Y'all have no compassion. Y'all don't care about life. You don't have no integrity, morality, God. And I blame it on the upbringing in the home. A lot of these parents know their children stick up men, know their children sell dope, know their children killers, know this, and they're afraid of them they damn self because they don't discipline and nip it in the bud at a young age to have order and direction. And now these kids grow up being crazy, emotional. I never seen so many emotional dudes in my life. These dudes in this era is emotional. Ain't that right, Easy? Ain't that right, him a thief? They emotional. They beat these women, shoot these women. Cats getting all type of domestic charges on them they starting young too. These young guys get these girlfriends and literally getting domestic batteries on them on 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old dudes catching domestic battery cases on girlfriends. Ain't that crazy? We didn't think about doing no stuff like that when we was that age having girlfriends. And these young guys really believe they live in Grand Theft Auto. They really believe they live in Call of Duty. Those videos, shoot 'em up, kill 'em up games, even though they playing games, them dudes be programmed in their minds like that's actually real life. And that's a fact, man, because it does play on their psyche, man. And you got all them guys, they just be grouped up together, all in agreement to go kill somebody. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Ain't nobody in these groups no more got a Sharif. Remember Sharif from Men into Society trying to keep them all out of trouble? None of them got that. One guy could say, man, I'm finna go roll on them niggas. I'm going to. Wait for me, don't leave me. Shotgun, I got shotgun, I'm going to. So they can brag about it afterwards. And this how you always have a fool who want to do extra because he want to make it seem like he outdid everybody else. And these people making sure they leave you dead. They trying to empty out whole clips on you. Now when you hear about people, oh, they shot him 22 times. They shot him 17 times. They shot him 18 times. They shot him 20 times. Like demonic. Straight demonic. That being said, man, it's your boy Battle Truth. And ain't my judgment, that's the question, it's yours. Parents, man, get it together, man. Start disciplining your children while they're young. When you got children out there, y'all know ain't doing right out there, y'all need to have that heart to heart and talk with them and let them know this ain't good, this ain't right. You should be doing better than this. Rather than you co-signing and condoning their actions. And now they're enemy to us. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.